is Maria Jolicoeur. Welcome to my show, Let's Talk About History. I'm here today with my guests, Swarnjit Singh Khalsa and Norwich historian Dale Plummer. Swarnjit is from India, and he's my special guest today. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for inviting us here.
Well, thank you for being my guest today. I'd like to ask you about living in India. Did you like living in India, and what are the conditions in India to live? Do you miss it? Do you miss India?
Well, it's a very good question. I came to America in 2007, and it has been more than 7 years. I didn't visit India, but my parents come here almost every other year to see me. And living in India is actually it's a different for different people. Living in India is not something that I can tell you in one sentence, because the experiences you share depends upon your background. If you are rich, then you live in different India. If you are poor, you live in different kind of India. If you belong to majority, then you are treated differently. And if you belong to minority, then it's a different India. Mm-hmm. So my experience overall wasn't that bad, because I came here when I was pretty young to America. So when I was in India, my parents took care of me, and I was busy with my studies. But overall, it wasn't that bad for me. But I still, as you know, Sikh are minorities in India. So overall pictures of Sikhs in India is not that great because of being minority. And one special thing that even Constitution of India under section 25B, it says Sikhs, Jewish, and all the minorities who lives in India are part of Hinduism. So that's something you are attacking someone's identity directly. And I remember a couple years ago we had a petition in White House that we want President Obama to go to India, and on his visit he should talk about religious freedom. And he did. So I am very happy that he took care of Sikh community, and when he went to India he talked about religious freedom, and he even warned the Indian government in a very polite way that if religious freedom is not provided to the people living in India, country will be splinter among the lines of religion.
So do you believe that religious freedom, you didn't have religious freedoms in India?
Yes, I believe, and it is true. And one example, while we are talking about the history, in 1984, in November, they committed a Sikh genocide to erase all the Sikhs from India. And people who committed that genocide are given positions in their parliament, and they should be behind bars, and they are not even recognizing it as a genocide till nowadays.
Parliament, government of India?
Yes, government of India. Because I would like to clear one thing, that Sikhs have no problem with any other religion, any Hindu religion or any other religion, but Sikhs will always have problem with the people who wants to make India as a Hindu nation. And government of India is getting support from all the radical Hindu groups who are declaring in public that they want to make India as a Hindu nation by 2020. So now what that means, are you going to commit another genocide on Sikh community or the other minorities who are living in India? So that's a very tense situation the India is under right now because of the wrong leadership, I will say.
So one of the reasons that you came to America was because of religious freedom here in America.
Well, I came here for my master's degree, and I did my master's degree in computer science from New Jersey Institute of Technology. And I have completed my bachelor's in India from Punjab, which is our Sikh homeland. And but one of the biggest reason why major population of Sikhs are living in countries like America or England or Canada is due to the religious freedom. Because over here you have all the rights to, you have access, nobody stop you of anything, you know, you're just following your religion, so, you know.
Did you come over here with all of your family?
No, I came alone by myself to do
So
my
you
study.
still have family in India?
Yes, my parents live in India. We have our business in India.
You
Yep.
must miss them.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you miss India?
Not really,
No, yeah.
due to all
Yeah.
these things that we heard every day, you know.
Okay. Dale, I'd like to ask you, what is the population of people from India here in the United States?
Well, I think the Sikh population is about 500,000.
Yes.
There are, I think, more people, who are Indian who are not Sikh than that. And the Sikh population is primarily on the West Coast. California has a very large number of Sikhs, but everywhere in this country, there are Sikhs. Wisconsin, America's heartland, here on the East Coast.
In history, how long have people from India migrated to America?
Well, I know about Sikhs that now it's more than 100 years that Sikhs are living in America. Yep.
I think the 1890s, primarily in California.
Yes, it's just as I told before, most of the immigration started after 1984 Sikh genocide,
Oh, I
when
see.
people said we are not even safe in our own homeland, you know.
Do you have any interesting stories of Indian, people from India? I know there's Mahatma Gandhi. He's from India. He's one of the most famous people from India, isn't he? But do you have any stories of people from India that?
I don't
Coming
think,
to
I think
America.
that as a people, certainly Indians have contributed a great amount to the world in terms of our for instance, zero. The concept of zero comes from India. So they made Indian mathematicians made really great contributions to that, and certainly in religion you have Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, all began in India. So in terms of philosophy, in terms of religion, in terms of mathematics, and I think of science, India has had tremendous impact on world
Even in
history.
the IT sector,
Yes.
there's a lot of people from India in the IT sector as well.
What is that IT sector?
Information technology,
Oh, okay.
yeah, in computers.
Oh, I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah. Communication through computers is.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I learned today that you were recognized, you were honored with an award here from the FBI.
Yes.
Could you tell us some more about it?
Yes, sure. So I'll go a little back that after 9/11, what really happened was sad for all of us. But Sikh community got targeted because of our religious articles of faith. that a lot of people don't know, like turban, open beards. So due to less education, there were a lot of hate crimes on Sikhs, and people tried to, even few people got shot. There's a guy named Balbir Singh Sodhi, he got shot in Arizona. And he was just a regular gas station owner, nothing to do with anything, and he was just in his turban. And people, because there was a lot of like sadness in the society, and some elements thought that people in turbans are bad, like the media portrayed. But working on lines of those, like we started an educated campaign, that how we can educate our fellow Americans, how we can educate our law enforcement, how we can educate TSA people when people travel in turban outside America. And I got connected with the Department of Justice, and they made me ambassador in the AMS program, which is the education for Arab Muslims and Sikhs. And we started our education campaigns, try to educate town by town, law enforcement, and sooner or later we're gonna organize something at the regional level in Norwich as well.
Wonderful.
And I was just talking to our chief, Patrick Daly, and he was very excited, and I hope he will work with us on this issue as well. So while doing all the presentations, I think FBI thought that this guy is a good choice for this award. So I'm thankful to everyone, and I'm getting calls
Well,
since morning
congratulations.
that you are on the front page in the day paper, and I was like, okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That you should be really proud. That's a great honor.
Yes.
Would you mind, Swarnjit, telling me about your turban and the meaning historically or religiously?
Sure.
Of-
So, first of all, Sikhism is an entirely separate religion. A lot of people don't know that. So they always think it's a blend of Islam or it's a blend of Hinduism. But Sikhism is the fifth largest independent religion, and it's not branch of any other religion. And it was started by Guru Nanak in 1469. So it's a pretty young religion if we talk about the other world religions. So that's why it's one of the factors that a lot of people don't know about it. But that like turban, uncut hair, a small dagger which is called kirpan, and other articles of faith, these are all articles of faith for Sikh. So that's like his uniform. And turban is one of the article of faith as well. And if we go historically, turban was just limited to kings and emperors in India at that time. So our 10th guru, we have total 10 gurus. Guru, you can say masters or enlighteners in our Sikh history.
Would Gandhi be considered a guru?
No, we have our own 10
Okay.
gurus
All right.
in Sikhism. And then our 10th guru said that nobody will come in human form to guide you. So now you have to follow the holy scripture, which is called Guru Granth Sahib. And we read it every day. We get all our knowledge from that scripture. It tells you how you can be a good human being, how you can contribute to the society. And while we were talking about the turban, so it was just limited to kings and emperors at that time. So our 10th guru said, I will make Khalsa, which means pure, and everybody is invited to join us. And he gave us turban as a gift. So turban, which was just limited